The U.S. Department of Education has awarded Oklahoma a $5.3 million grant to improve the quality of instruction for special needs students. Education reporter Taylor Jackson joins us now with more on how that money will be used. Taylor?
Rich, the purpose of this grant is to provide educators with training and much needed resources to better assist students that need additional support in the classroom. For the fourth time, Oklahoma has been awarded the State Personnel Development Grant.
Really, it is about designing an aligned, cohesive professional development programming to improve supports and services for students with disabilities.
Kristen Perez-Rickles with the Oklahoma State Department of Education says the grant is unique because it supports both students and teachers. Multiple initiatives included in the grant will provide intervention for students with needs.
The first is providing coaching on the implementation of multi-tiered systems of support in K through 12 schools. So this is just the process of ensuring that you're identifying students who have additional needs in academics or for behavior, and then you're providing them with instruction and intervention to meet those needs.
Two school districts in the state, Sand Springs and Dixon Public Schools, have already seen benefits from the grant money their district has received. Sean Beard is the Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning for Sand Spring Public Schools. His district has been a part of the State Department of Education's intervention plan for 5 years.
As part of that process, each district that takes part receives a grant of about $20,000 per year. What we've used that for is to provide training to administration and to teachers in basically RTI, or the response to intervention, and tiered intervention and systems of support.
This allows the district to provide extra assistance for students who struggle with the subject.
You know, a lot of times when people look at school systems, they take for granted that kids are going into the classroom and learning the basics about math and English and science and social studies. But sometimes kids might be missing some of those foundational skills.
Sand Spring Public Schools District uses the Oklahoma Tiered Intervention System Support, or OTIS, as an intervention model. Beard says models like OTIS and Right to Intervention allow educators to focus on understanding exactly where students need extra help.
It helps us to focus on, doing those timely things to make sure that we're understanding our kids, keeping up with what they need to know. Are they understanding? If they're not understanding, how do we intervene? And at what level and what time do we intervene with that child so that they can get back into the classroom and get the education that they need?
The school district offers special training for their educators through Solution Tree, a national organization providing training for intervention response.
So that meant sending some of our administrators to conferences, but then coming back and regrouping and really taking a look at what we do in our buildings, what we do in our classrooms, and then helping administrators and teachers understand what intervention looks like.
The goal is to improve student academics using tiered research-based interventions that match the student's level and needs.
We talked about the biotic factors in that ecosystem.
At Charles Page High School, administrators work closely with faculty and staff on implementing OTIS.
And so what they've done is they've created a period in the day to provide intervention so that if a student is struggling in math, if a student is struggling in English, we can assign that student to intervention during that period, and so that they can get what they need without missing time in the classroom.
Beard says the school plans to continue the intervention model after the grant money runs out.
So one of the things that we've tried to do from a district level is to continue to meet across the district as cohorts, as a group of third grade teachers, fourth grade teachers, or at the secondary level, a larger group of social studies or English teachers, so that we can talk through what Tier 1 instruction looks like, what Tier 2 instruction looks like, and really keep that conversation going so it doesn't go away.
OSDE has also partnered with Sooner Start to provide early intervention for children by implementing the pyramid model, which assists parents with helping their students get ready for school.
That is really helping the practitioners and the families implement these interventions for children. So our hope is that we're preparing them in early intervention, and they'll go into the classrooms with these skills that they may otherwise not have.
Another initiative OSDE focuses on is retaining teachers with special needs education experience.
And I'm really, really excited about this initiative particularly because we have really great programs to certify special educators. We have options for general educators to go and take a test and become special educators. We have our boot camp option to certification, and we have other alternative pathways. But once they're certified, there's not always a guarantee that they receive ongoing support to keep them in the classroom. And so I'm really looking forward to being able to directly support them in their first few years.
The 5-year grant was awarded last October and will end in 2027. Many school districts like Sand Springs plan to continue using the intervention models after the grant ends.